Good day. Right, I've been to the doctor's and I've had my stunt liver pudding. So we're going to crack on with some more coconut ShyPAs. Before we do, I did have a comment from somebody, can't remember who it was, I didn't pay too much attention to it. What he said was on my mind anyway, and he said, can't we have a video without you mentioning coconut ShyPA? And it has been on my mind because I thought we're just going to have like video after video after video after video of coconut ShyPAs because I've had some more turn up. So what I'm thinking of doing is doing groupings of ShyPAs in one video, not drank on the same night but edited together so we get groupings, and then it's just one video. So if you're not interested in watching them, you just skip that video and move on to the next. Stas gave me this idea because I'm going to do what he did with his coconut ShyPAs from Carl and Byron and Chris and of course Stas. I'm going to do a 4-way coconut ShyPA drinkage. And I've got Stas's, I've got Byron's, I've got Chris's, and of course Carl's. I've got all the sheets ready, and I've got the names printed off ready to go on the board. We're going to start things off by pouring out Stas's. Get it poured out. Oops, daisy. I did sort of manhandle it out of the fridge. Oops, daisy. I stood it up and it fell over. So, cheers, mate. That's one. Byron Homebrew. Homebrew Byron. When I dropped Stas's, it knocked Byron's over. You're all getting screwed over. Big time. Oh, alright Byron. Straight off the bat, mate. I can smell raspberries. I think it was you that used the yeast from another beverage, and I think that's where that's coming from. Here we go. I didn't knock these over. This is Chris, not quite Brian. In we go. Last but not least, Carl from Floor Sweepers Union. Oh. There's always bleeding one in there. Oh dear. Stas, Chris, Byron, Carl's all poured out. I'm going to do the scoring as we go. Happy days, isn't it? Happy days. Right, so we're going to kick things off with Stas because it was Stas that kicked all this off. I must admit, mate, that as soon as I took the lid off of this mosaic, big time. Appearance. She's looking a little murky, but that's my fault, so I won't mark you down for that. The colour, I mean, probably not picking up on the camera, but the colour is that nice sunset-y orange. Appearance, I'm going to give that one out of 10, I'll give it an 8. Aroma, general aroma. Well, mosaic, definitely. Getting a hint of coconut, which is nice. Yeah, it smells nice and tropical. Aroma, I'm going to give it a 9. General taste. That's pretty damn good, man. In fact, that's really nice. I know these, I've had these, I think I've had them all for about a week. And then they've had time travelling over. But there's definitely some tropical notes in there. Taste. Out of 10, give it an 8.6. Coconut aroma. There is a touch of the coconut in the aroma, but there's heaps of mosaic coming out of it. Right at the back end, definitely getting some coconut. So out of 10, I'll give it a 7. Very, very subtle, but it's definitely there. Coconut taste. Well, this is where it gets interesting. Definitely there. Definitely there. Coconut right on the back end, still tasting it now. And the thing is, it's got that creamy taste to it without adding the creaminess to the mouthfeel. It's an odd one, but this has got it, and that's very close to what the coconut ShyPA is like. That's a good one. 9. 9 out of 10. How close is it to the coconut ShyPA? I know there were some changes with malt. It's pretty damn close. It's that combination of bounding mosaic and that nice creamy coconut on the taste that's getting it nearer to there. Out of 10, give it a 6. Down to Chris, No Quarter Brewing. Appearance. Again, a lovely sunset amber colour. It's not formed much of a head when I poured it. I like that nice sunset orange. It was 7.9. Aroma. I'm getting some tropical notes. Yeah, it's a nice fruity aroma. It's quite pleasant. It's nice. So give it a 7. Taste. Oh, that's really good. Wow, that's smooth. I'm definitely now picking up mosaic on the flavour. It's really nice and smooth. It's so drinkable. The levels of carbonation are perfect. Nice and clean. I can taste the malt. So overall taste, that's pretty damn good, man. I give that 9.5 out of 10 for taste. That's pretty nice. Now we're moving on to the coconut. Coconut aroma. That one's easy. Not really picking up much on the aroma. So out of 10, give it a 4. Slightly, but if I didn't know it was in there, I probably wouldn't pick it up. Coconut taste. Instant coconut taste from start to finish. Not just picking up on the back end, that's instant, straight there. Again, it's giving that nice, creamy coconut flavour, and again it runs right through. That's a 9 out of 10. That's what I'm looking for, that's good. Alright, so how close is it to the coconut ShyPA? Well, on the aroma, not so much, but on the flavour, definitely getting there. Getting a nice malt, it's nice and smooth, and that lends well to the coconut creaminess. Definitely getting the coconut, definitely getting tropical hints. Yeah, out of 10, 8.5. That ain't a bad one, you know. That's good. Byron, mate. I think on appearance, nice and clear. It's got a bit of haze to it, which I quite like in a beer. No head, has been sitting around, but I think it formed more of a head than anyone else's. But I love the colour. It's paler than the others, but I think it's getting on for looking closer to the coconut ShyPA. So appearance, I'm going to give that one an 8.7 out of 10. Right, aroma. And I think this is the mistake, I think. Memory serves me correct. You harvested the yeast from a raspberry wit or something like that. And I think that's took flavours through and aromas through. And I know Stas picked up on it. Yeah, it's a big old raspberry ShyPA. So aroma, a general aroma, because it's an apple. It would have been worse if I didn't know what had happened. Because I know, it smells very tart raspberry. Which if it was a tart raspberry beer, I'd be like a fruit beer. I'd be over the moon. 5.5. Right, taste. It's a shame that you used that yeast, because it really has brought that flavour through. That being said, if it wasn't anything to do with this leaderboard, it'd be a pretty nice beer. If this was a raspberry wit or something like that, it'd be pretty nice. Throw a bit of coriander in there. Lovely raspberry wit. But overall taste, as a beer, it's nice and clean, no flavours, apart from this flavour that's coming through, but we know what that's coming from. It's nice and raspberry. And right at the back end I am getting some nice creamy coconut. All in all, dry finish, a bit high in the carbonation, but that's alright. It's a nice refreshing pick-me-up. Screams of raspberry. Taste, I'll give it a 7. Coconut aroma. I can't get anything but this raspberry, so I can't get any of the mosaic or anything like that. Just raspberry. That's a damn shame. Coconut aroma, it scores a 2. Damn shame. Coconut taste. There. Get it right at the back end with this one. And that's because that raspberry is playing centre field all the way through, but it does sort of something that it's a flavour that's in reverse. You'd want the creamy coconut first, and then that hit of raspberry to like almost cleanse the palate, ready for the next one. And it's in reverse. You get the raspberry, and then right at the back end, this creamy coconut. Coconut taste, it's definitely there. I give it a 4. So how close is it to coconut ShyPA? Well, it's difficult to say because this raspberry note that runs from aroma to taste is dominating, and like I've said throughout, if it was a raspberry flavoured ale, then it would be ticking all the boxes. So as a beer, and as it's been brewed, there's no flavours, it's nice and dry, which goes with this raspberry. It's nice and light, it's refreshing. So as a beer, it's spot on, it's bang on. But how close is it to the coconut ShyPA? For all them reasons, not very close. But it's a damn good beer. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. It's a bloody good beer, man. On to the next one. Carl, first representing from New Zealand. That's a pretty looking beer. It was a gusher though, so is it infected? I don't know. I don't know. That's normally the case with a gusher. Appearance, general appearance, probably the closest one to the coconut ShyPA. It's been sat quite a while and it's maintained a bit of a cap. It's relatively clear, although I did bring some sediment through from the fact that it gushed when I opened it. But appearance is quite nice actually. Alright, 10. I'm going to give it an 8.6. Aroma. You know what I'm getting on this? I'm getting heaps of grapefruit pith. It smells very citrusy. Touch of the malts, but it's more this citrus. It's quite a nice smelling beer. So out of 10, I give it a 7.5. Let's get a taste on this. Last one. Oh. Well, it's not infected, thank God for that. Taste is nothing like the aroma. Taste quite dry, there's a nice amount of bitterness, and once that bitterness fades away, you're left with a nice flavour of coconut. Very light, it's nice and clean. I am getting some tropical notes, but it's not hitting me as clean up mosaic. Obviously that's what it is, but it's just like a generic tropical note. It's nice. Taste out of 10. I'm going to give this one a 6.5. I'm getting a little bit of a slight band-aidy taste in there. It's not taking over the show, so, but it's there. Coconut aroma. Getting it right at the back end, and it's coming more through as a sort of creaminess than straight up coconut, but it's still there. So out of 10, I'll give it a 6. Coconut taste. Yeah, again, hits you right at the back end, right at the back end. Once that bitterness clears off, you've got creamy coconut. Out of 10, give it a 7. How close is it to the coconut ShyPA? Appearance wise, pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. Coconut on the aroma, missing that big punchy mosaic, but there is some tropicalness to it. It's probably a little bit too bitter for the coconut ShyPA and dries out quite a bit, but you are getting that coconat at the back end. All in all, I think if the bitterness and the dryness of it was lessened a little bit, it would be closer, a lot closer. So out of 10, give it a 6.5. Oh, I'm gonna score all of these beers, and then get you up on the leaderboard, see who's won, because I don't know what I'm doing now, because scores are in, fellas. Scores are in for the leaderboard. We have Byron with 30.2, Carl with 42.1, Chris with 45.9, and Stas with 47.6. I'm gonna now well, should we conclude? A massive huge thanks to Stas again, thanks ever so much, mate, and a big thanks to Carl, Byron and Chris for sending them along for the leaderboard. We're now international, big times, so thank you very much. Cracking beers, what an experience, absolutely. So that's it, fellas. So as always, don't forget thumbs, don't forget to hit this little like and subscribe, click it, what was coming up next year, the video gonna help. See you until next time. I'm out of here.